Paul Mauro is here joining me, retired NYPD inspector, attorney, Fox News contributor. Paul, great to have you with us today. It seems like this is an extension of, there's sort of two avenues here. You've got the White House trying to extend their reach of DOJ, essentially, of figuring out where the waste, fraud, and abuse is in a number of different agencies and benefits. And then you've got Letitia James, who now has, put this up on the screen if you can, at least 26 lawsuits heading after President Trump. And remember, she said she was always committed to this. Here's a look back at her talking about that. Let's watch.
No one is above the law, including this illegitimate president. And so, I look forward to going into the office of Attorney General every day, suing him, defending your rights, and then going home.
I say one name, Donald Trump. That should motivate you.
Gonna get him. So this is the very latest. Your thoughts on this, Paul?
Well, first of all, I mean, look, there's a couple ways to look at this. Let's do legal and then let's do practical. First of all, legally, all right? She is an officer of the court. She's a lawyer. She's come into office specifically saying, I am going to use my office to target a particular person. That's not how our law works. And the idea here that she seems to be leveraging is the idea, well, you show me the person, I'll show you the crime. She started with the perpetrator and then looked for the crime. Now, I have to tell you something. If you do that at the prosecutorial level so blatantly in another context, as in a place where they are not going to be so fully supportive of you going after Donald Trump, you will get crucified. There's a very good chance you're going to lose your law license. And I'm very surprised that one of the tactics that the Trump administration has not taken is to file formal complaints against her with the New York State Bar. Because from where I sit, she's very close to an ethics violation by saying, hey, I'm going to be the AG, and my principal role is going to be to go after one guy.
So let's talk about the other side of this, which is the White House and the administration's desire to cut waste and fraud. So they look at the SNAP program, and when you look at the 3 states that are bringing these lawsuits, including Michigan and New York, they have a higher level of SNAP usage than other states in the country, and they also have a larger number of migrants, a lot of sanctuary cities in all of these jurisdictions. So what about going after the use of SNAP?
Of course. Listen, they're going to lose this lawsuit, all right? It's established federal law that the federal government has the right to withhold funding from states if those states are not complying with federal regulations. And it's been established for a long time, going back now almost 50 years. And they know it. This is performative. She's up for re-election next year. And think about the absurdity of this on its face. Essentially, what the federal government is saying is, we just want to know who we're giving the money to.
Right.
That's it. What are we supposed to just blindly throw checks out the window? I might as well open the door and just cut the checks at the Federal Reserve. Just throw the checks out the window, because essentially that's what this. They're saying you're not allowed to ask where this money is going. And I was saying I wanted to do legal, then I wanted to do practical. I got to tell you something. As working here in New York City, the number is much higher in terms of how many people get SNAP. It's like 1 in 5. All right. I used to make these arrests. You know, you have to search the prisoner.
That's 20% of the population.
Yeah, But
20% of the population, I don't believe, is under the poverty level where you're supposed to be able to collect SNAP, and they're not here on asylum or as refugees.
I'm going to give you the exact number. You have 1.8 million, and there's probably, 8.5 million people, however you couch it, in New York City. So you would arrest people, they'd have 5, 6, 7, 8 benefits cards, all in different names. And the way it works on the ground level is you take what you need, but generally what they do is you're allowed to buy certain staples, bread, milk, things like that. They buy that stuff ostensibly, but what they really do is get $100 in benefits from the bodega owner. The bodega owner takes 50%. They keep $50, and they go buy drugs. All right. Now, that's not everybody, of course.
No.
I want people saying, "Oh, everybody who's using SNAP benefits is a drug addict." I'm not saying that, but I can tell you that the level of scammery is mind-numbing. You can't believe it, and you would have those moments where you say, why am I coming to work? Why am I should just get a bunch of benefit cards?
But if you clear out those who are using it for nefarious purposes, and you allow people who legitimately have the right to receive it, you're going to save a lot of money across the country.
The way
That's the
it's
goal.
supposed to work. Of course,
Exactly.
that's supposed to work that way, and we'd be able to help the people who really need it. We're getting ripped off. Why is that such a bad thing for Donald Trump to look into?
I mean, all of these jurisdictions should be looking at their books and making sure that they're not wasting money.
Bottom line.
But they don't want to do it.
Right.
Paul, thank you very much, Paul Mauro, about the latest litigation from Letitia James here in New York towards the administration. All right. Thanks, Paul.
Thank
Good to see you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.